and try and absorb that and bring that into our life and try and practice upon it. Further on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَحَبَّنِي. They will love me. These people will love me, tells Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam. وَأُحِبُّ مَن يُحِبُّنِي. And they will love those who love me also. Today I'm a Muslim, you're a Muslim, and I say, oh, no, I don't like this guy. You know why? Just because he doesn't have the same mother tongue as me. Because they don't come from the same part of the world as I do. Because they have more wealth than I may have. Or it seems that way. Today, over futile things, over silly things, we dislike one another. Rather, we should be looking for reasons to like one another. If we see something wrong in a person, look for the good in a person. And further on, the final statement, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَحَبَّبَنِي إِلَى النَّاسِ. And they try to establish my heart in the love of my love in the hearts of mankind. Allah Ta'ala says to Dawood alayhi salam that these people who are the best of people are those people who try to establish in the hearts of other people love for myself. Allah Ta'ala says in the noble Quran, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. Allah Ta'ala says, Kuntum khayra ummah. That you, O ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Everyone is being addressed here. Not just those that are reciters of the kalima. Everyone. You are told that you are the best of all nations that ever came to the face of this earth. Go into the books, the books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, the Torah, the Zabur, the Injil, and any of the books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to the Anbiya alayhim wassalatu wassalam, you will not find anything of the like. Only in the Quran is there, a person could say that, in the previous books Allah ta'ala told them also the same thing. But no, Allah ta'ala only mentions it in the Quran and addressing you and me. Saying that you are the best of people. تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. You should be encouraging one another, guiding one another, commanding one another to do that which is good. وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. And you should be forbidding and stopping and preventing people from committing sin. Whether it is your family, whether it is your friends, whether it is the musalli standing next to you, his trousers are below his ankles, he is not performing his salah correctly. It is your duty to remind that brother. Not in a rebuking way. We all have mobile phones, or most of us do. Sometimes a person rushes into the masjid and they completely forget to put the mobile phone off. And I have seen in certain masajid where people after salah, they get up and they start shouting at the person, what is wrong with you? And such foulness comes out. You've just performed a great ibadah and then you are hurting the heart of another mu'min. This is not right. But rather with love, with affection. With love and affection we need to live, we need to encourage the good, forbid the evil. Within our families. And again, reverting back to this program that some people were worried about last night. That people leaving the fold of Islam. And if you look at some of the stories and people say that they came from, very good or strict Muslim homes. What is a strict Muslim home? Remember the story of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam? He built the ark, the people laughed at him. When he was on the ark, and then he called out to his son, he said, come and join us. What did his son say? I'm going to climb on top of the mountain and I will not be drowned. What happened? Did his son come on board? No, he didn't. One of his sons did not believe in his father, yet he was a Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you ever hear in our community that someone has lost their iman, we should be the first ones to cry. That me as a neighbor, as a Muslim, what did I do? What was my role? Maybe my behavior, my acting in a way at some point might have impacted on them making a decision to leave Islam. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that we are all trying to head into the fire of Jahannam, and yet He is trying to stop us from going in. His worry and concern day and night was what? We all know the words. What's the Arabic words? Ya Rabbi, ummati, ummati. My ummah, my people, my people. Today, where is that worry and concern? Are any Sahaba going to come? No. Because there's no Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The Sahaba left, no Anbiya alayhi wasallam to come. So the duty rests upon our shoulders to encourage. And we need to start that at home with love and with affection for deen, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the Quran, for the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We have to lead by example. Not only performing salah when we are in difficulty, when we have problems and hardships, then we fill the masjid, and then we can give lots of charity. No sooner has the problem gone away, as Allah mentions the story in the Quran, the parable is given that while they are out at sea, and there is a huge storm, and there is a fear that the ship is now going to be destroyed, and the ship is now going to go down. Then at that point, even the atheist becomes the believer. But no sooner do their feet touch the shores than they revert back to their wrong. We should not be like this. We should keep our faith in Allah Ta'ala. But how can you have faith if you don't know who Allah Ta'ala is? Inna allazina qalu Rabbuna Allah. When you say my Rabb is Allah, do you know who is your Rabb? Do you understand and have recognition and ma'rifat of who Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is? If we don't know, then how are we going to go through with this ayah? وَأَبْشِرُوا بِالْجَنَّةِ الَّتِي كُنْتُمْ تُوعَدُونَ. You will give glad tidings to these people who say Rabbuna Allah, of a beautiful paradise that awaits them, that has been promised to them. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة. We are your protectors in this world and the akhirah. وَلَكُمْ فِيهَا مَا تَشْتَهِي أَنفُسُكُمْ. In Jannah, what will you find? In this world we desire so many things, but we don't get everything. There Allah Ta'ala says, whatever تَشْتَهِي أَنفُسُكُمْ, whatever you desire, وَلَكُمْ فِيهَا مَا تَدَّعُونَ. Whatever you call out for, you will get it. نُزُلًا مِّن غَفُورٍ رَحِيمٍ. This is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is most merciful, most forgiving. This is a mercy from Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the right path. Keep our iman intact, inshaAllah. Yeah, and make us of those who establish the salah. Ameen. And may Allah Ta'ala preserve our iman and that of our family members and that of the whole ummah. And may Allah Ta'ala guide the ummah towards the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the obedience of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa ma alayna illa al-balaghul mubin.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله